everyone. Welcome to another episode of We Loves to See It here at Third Wheel Podcast Studio. I'm Mimi.
I'm Simone.
And I'm Bianca.
Our mixologist. And today, another special guest, my love, my star angel queen, Kelsey Lane. Thank you so much.
Hi.
Yes,
That's
Kelsey.
me. Hi.
How are you? Thank you for coming.
Thank you so much for having me.
Of course. So we always like to start with a cocktail, hold the tail. Bianca is our mixologist on deck.
Hello.
So she's going to kind of give us a rundown of the drink today, the name of it, in your honor. So go ahead.
So I heard you won a roast battle.
Phew.
So I named this the Kiss of Death.
Ooh, yeah.
Spicy.
Yeah.
So there is some spicy in there because you are spicy.
Okay,
So
good.
we have a little bit of chili syrup, lime, pomegranate liqueur, and then we have the Araceli marigold liqueur and reposado tequila.
Oh my God.
Yeah. And then, just shake and strain, no muddling, no nothing. Makes it really easy to make at home, and I hope you get to copy it as well.
Perfect.
Oh my
Well, let's
gosh, I'm
so
so
excited.
The marigold liqueur, is that from flowers?
It is. So it's the
Hey.
flower that they use during Dia de los Muertos. I'll show you the
Ooh.
bottle, actually.
Can you say that one more time?
Dia de los Muertos.
Okay, sweetie.
Yeah. But yeah, super, super cool. It's actually a female-owned brand from Mexico. It's one of a kind. I think I've only ever seen one other marigold liqueur, but I don't believe it's from Mexico. And then also the pomegranate liqueur. Not everyone knows this, but it's called La Pinta, but I really, really like it because it's good quality because they use the Clase Azul Plata. So I don't know if you guys are Clase Azul
Oh, yeah.
fans, but
Top tier, sweetie.
Top
yes,
tier.
we are.
But yeah, I like to use like liqueurs that either come from like the same area or like that use the same distill. Like that's why I don't really like triple sec in margaritas because it's vodka distilled, and I'm like, why would I put
I
vodka?
did not know that.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, why would I put vodka in my margarita?
Cointreau too? No.
Nope, it's an orange liqueur made out of cognac,
But triple sec isn't orange. Oh wow. There we
just
go.
flavored.
See, I love hearing you talk about cocktails because, we're very close friends and you're such a silly, warm person. But when she talks about
she's
cocktails,
on.
she
She don't
gets
fuck-
so serious. And,
That's kinda true.
and I can see why you're now working at one of the top restaurants in LA. So
Let's
I'm so proud
go.
of you.
Lead bartender,
So
sweetie.
proud.
Soon, maybe we'll see.
No, I'm saying it because it's manifested.
It's okay. Yeah, we're manifesting.
This is
Yeah,
fabulous.
We're
by
gonna
the
rub
way.
the crystals.
Not too spicy, but it also like has a good flavor.
Not
Like,
too
it
sweet?
tastes- No, it's literally perfect. The specs are specking.
It's like, it tastes like how fire feels. Does that make sense?
Whoa.
Like,
okay.
She didn't roast the cocktail.
It's
Nice.
so
Yes.
It's amazing.
Yeah, it's very
Like,
good. Refreshing. I want
right?
to say.
Like,
Okay.
I don't want to say like I feel like I'm in the desert, but like I'm saying like I'm feeling like I'm sitting by like the campfire.
Does it taste like
You know what I
Burning
mean?
Man?
Oh, so you just
I was
feel,
gonna
so
say,
you
Burning
feel
Man
like
was
you feel
supposed
warm
to
and
be.
fuzzy?
Yeah.
Let the dust settle.
Like someone
Aaron's
just, like-
drinking it too.
Oh yeah, Aaron, what you think? Tasty?
It tastes like he's gonna go down on me
Yeah.
after this. I'm
Your
excited.
brother is right
Aaron, you
here.
can just move.
Dude, this is
I need
wild.
a roommate.
All right, well, I'm
Also-
gonna go out with your brother after this.
Also,
then,
my
so
brother
fuck
is
off.
in the studio, guys, for Shane. We love Shane.
Shout out Shane.
We love Shane.
Which one of you is going to take out your acoustic guitar over this like fire? Because I really feel like
It's still a
someone's
fire.
about.
So wait, does
You know
this
what I
mean
mean?
we loves to sip it?
It's yes.
Or do we loves to sip
I
it?
think that's a great. Now we're talking to her. Like we should do that every time. He loves to sip it, or you
Yeah.
don't get it.
Yeah.
But yeah, we love it. We love it. This is good.
Well,
Now,
yeah.
I had to bring
good
back the
icebreaker.
drink.
Kelsey,
Thanks, man.
let's talk about you. What is your comic origin story?
My comic origin story?
Ooh.
Wait, like how I started doing comedy or how I became funny?
Oh. Both.
Both. How I became funny was mostly trauma.
We just discussed this, right? Yeah, comics aren't supposed to be stable. You know.
I don't know anyone who's mentally stable that does comedy.
Yep.
I mean, it's kind of a crazy thing to do, right?
For sure.
Like,
Well, the ones that aren't funny that are mentally stable.
I was just for sure.
that's true.
Yeah, do your acting, Susan. Let's keep it there. Yeah.
That is very, very true.
Wait, where are you from? I forgot.
Massachusetts.
That's right. Yes,
Yep.
you are a Boston asshole. That's
Yep.
right.
Yep.
From Boston?
No, it's like South Shore. Yeah. South Shore,
Oh, from Cape
Massachusetts.
Cod.
No,
I
Massachusetts,
thought
but like
Cape Cod was made.
just this
babe.
tiny little town.
Right.
You know what I mean? Just like nothing, a beach town.
Mhm.
You know,
Oh,
lots
cool.
of fires on the beach, which might be some nostalgia I'm tasting in this.
Lots of meth.
Look, I'm bringing back memories.
Yeah, just a
Oh.
lot
I
of
love that.
mostly meth.
Yeah.
is
that.
actually
A little bit of H.
Yeah,
Love
that is
that.
how I started doing comedy.
Got it.
Somebody was like, "I will sell you meth, but you have to do an open mic," and I was like, "What? That's crazy."
You had to be at meth. Wait, did you move out here for stand-up, or were you doing other things before that? What was your...
I moved out here, moved to Los Angeles because I wanted to be a talent manager. Like I wanted to like represent comedians.
I love that.
Because I was like, I'm not ever good enough to do it myself. So I like came out here. I started working for a talent management company. I was like, I hate all of this. I'm way too like, what is it, right-brained? Like the creative type to like, just 9 to 5 stuff. It's just, I don't think I'm ever gonna thrive in it, man.
100%.
Like, you know, and you kind of have to be, you have to be like left brain and right brain, I think, to like fully succeed in comedy. But like, I love leaning into that, that creative side
For sure.
But yeah, I didn't totally dig that. And then I started working for like a smaller management company. I was like maybe like helping people like, you know, that are just starting out in their careers. And then I was like, I also don't like this. And then I was like, what if I just like did comedy? What if I just like did it?
Right.
Like my favorite part of the day was like doing like the busy work at work and just listening to stand up. Like
For sure.
that was like the most fun part of my day. So I was like, what if I just like did it? And then I did, and I was like, oh my God.
Damn. So where was like your first open mic?
In LA, it was, I can't remember the name of it, but I know it was in a coffee shop and it was like a feedback mic.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Was it at
which was
Portugal?
like the worst. No, it was at a coffie shop like,
Venador?
It was like on the west side, I think.
Oh,
Was there
okay,
something
okay,
maybe,
okay.
something
What
like
year was this?
that? God, I hate when people ask me like long-term memory
Or
questions
you
because I have
could
none of
say
it. But
how long you've been doing it, and then because I don't remember the year, so I just
Yeah.
know it's been like close to 8 years or something.
hold on, this is embarrassing, but I have terrible long-term memory. So what I do is I write down long-term facts that I need to remember on my phone. Hold on, I
Wow.
wrote down when I
love
started
that.
comedy.
Oh my God, that's
Yeah.
also trauma at its finest. You know, she's like, well, when I was 5.
I go. I think it's just called long-term things I need to remember.
I want to, yeah, because I feel like if I was 8 years ago,
I feel like I need to start making a list for myself.
I'm nervous to do that. I don't know.
8 years ago would be 2015 for
Yeah.
you, Simone.
I don't know. Well, the thing is, you know, it's so funny. Like when I started, I just assumed everybody that was going to the same mics as me, we all started together, but they probably started at different
Yeah,
times.
2015.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
I found it.
nice.
I found it.
No, because I
2015.
was telling Mimi that like we had this like community when, at least when I started, apparently you as well, where you would see the same people and pretty much all of us were like very supportive. But like I remember like seeing all the same people, like the potluck and all that stuff. And I always say you'd either go to Carney's or you go to Katana for the happy hour
Yeah.
while you wait for that bitch ass list.
Yeah.
It was just a lot. So anyways,
Doesn't work like that anymore.
I know it's slotted now.
Yeah.
Or something like that. Weird.
Yeah, it's like you gotta email your soul or something.
Yeah,
to
I mean, it does seem better, but I don't know. Even though it was annoying, I kind of miss that. Like when I say we had to wait in a line, so I guess they stopped the list at 6, right? So I would get there at like 5:15, and let me tell you something. From the Comedy Store to Katana, maybe even further, there was a line, and they will stop the list. And think about it. There's hundreds of people on this list, and they choose what is it, 16, 18 for the actual list. So you would sign up, and then you have an hour to wait for them to pick this list, which is political as fuck. And then we would come and they post the list and we would be like, oh my God, he's up there. You know what I mean? And yeah, so how many times have you actually got on it?
Oh my gosh, I don't know. I haven't gone on it in, a long
Well,
time.
when starting, yeah.
But yeah. I think I did like a couple times.
Nice.
How about you?
Did you ever do Friends and Family or?
Mm-mm.
Me either. Because like if you get picked, obviously
What's
the
friends and
manager-
family?
So the manager or whoever is like booking is in the back watching. It's 3 minutes, which is horseshit. It's like my intro. And then if you do well as you're leaving, it was Adam at the time, they'd say, hey, why don't you get on Friends and Family, which is the door guys. Every door guy is a part of a development program where you do spots throughout every show, and then there's a showcase at the end, and then depending on how well, that's how you get passed, more or less, to get your name
To
on
be
the wall.
paid, right.
Got
Regular.
it.
So
I
you
was
get regular.
wondering if there was like, you know, like you have to have a connection basically to get on this list. So I was like wondering how you get that like
Showing up
hierarchy.
every fucking
Yeah.
Monday, dude.
Yeah.
It's just insane.
Well, now it is what it is at the store is you have to email them between noon and 1 p.m. on Friday,
Peace yourself.
and then you're gonna know
Right.
on Monday if they picked you between noon and 1 p.m.
Oh,
So you
damn.
can't even plan anything because they started that during COVID,
I mean, it makes sense, but like, goddamn.
so there won't be that line.
That is like the most like frightening thing ever because you both work nights, yeah?
Yeah.
I think the most like terrifying thing ever is like I'll sign up and then I can, if I'm scheduled to work that night, I go, I guess I'm gonna have to figure it out between 12 and 1
No,
who's
I
gonna
just
cover
took
my
off on
shit
Mondays.
if I somehow get it.
I put Mondays as my unavailability because of that. Like,
Really?
that anxiety fucking killed me. Because you
Yeah.
imagine, like, you know,
Yeah.
you can't say no to that shit.
Yeah.
So, also, if you guys don't know, Kelsey also is a roast battle fucking legend. Like, she's been killing the game. I don't know how long since you started, but when did you decide that you were going to start doing the roast battle and maybe tell everybody how it works, how you got into it, kind of thing?
Let's see. I mean, when I first started going to the Comedy Store on Tuesday nights, like Roast Battle was like one of the hottest shows in town. I mean, it was absolutely insane. And it, again, like there's certain nights that like you kind of just like bond with your community, right? Like, and Potluck was definitely one of them,
Yeah.
and like so was Roast Battle, right? It was like
Tuesdays were
all
awesome.
of right, all of your friends were gonna be there.
Yeah.
Which was like, it made the Comedy Store kind of like my home because it was like, it felt like a nonstop party where all of your best friends were going to be there
Right.
anytime you go.
And
you
also
know?
Jeff Ross hosts it, and he always has guests, people that come, and they like, you know, they kind of judge more or less.
Mhm.
But it's always cool because he's always such a fucking good guy, man.
The best.
So sweet. Like when we were first starting, like so nice to all the open micers, remembered all of us, and it's always, he even has parties and lets us all come. Like he's so fucking sweet, and I feel like that's like a good part of the journey with that too. Do you remember who your first battle was with?
My first battle was with Cat Wright. Cat Wright. Yeah.
Did you win the first one or?
I don't remember. Maybe.
It's on the long-term list. Yeah.
Let me look at my notes. Hold on.
But like, how did you get approached to do it, or were you like, dude, I want to do this? Like,
I was like, I wanted to do it, and then I didn't know how to do it. Like,
Right.
I'd been coming week after week, and I was like, this is so cool. How do you do this? You know? And then it was as simple as like, you just like tell him you want to.
Ryan Moses,
You know?
who'd you?
I think back then it was probably Jay Light.
Oh, that's right. That's right. You did run that shit.
Did you do it a lot?
I never did it.
No, you never did?
You know what, dude? I always give kudos to people that do roast battle because it is such a fucking intimidating pressure. Like, dude, you're in the room and there's a full audience, obviously, and you have fucking Jeff Ross, and then he would bring in like some crazy people. Like you, one day it could be the Sklar brothers, or it could be a door guy, or it could be an artist like Pete Davidson. Like you never know. You know what I mean?
So it's like really intimidating.
It's very
An artist like Pete Davidson.
Well, I know. I don't know why. I think
Take me back to
Picasso
middle
of our
school.
time.
I think I was thinking more of an artist, like a musician. Like I think that he brought Ariana or something like that. Like
Ariana Grande?
Yeah, when they were dating, he brought her to the roast battle.
Jeff
Like,
Ross dated. Oh, Pete Davidson.
yeah.
I was like,
Oh.
I meant artists as in
Didn't know that.
musicians, like
Right,
musicians. Not only comedians would come.
Yeah.
Actors, musicians, you know, guitar. Like you would never know. Like they
Yeah.
just always loved. Rosario Dawson came one time. That was really cool.
What a cool
But yeah, I was always scared to do it, and I'm not good at roasting. I'm more of like a complimentary, like,
You
oh my
are.
god, you guys killed the mic today. They're like, fuck you, dude. We don't care about you. But you crushed. Like you were always so good, but you always did it with such a finesse. Like it wasn't like, you know, people like that do roast battle sometimes, they just like go for like the typical joke, like, oh, you're fat, congrats. Like, you know, but you were very smart about yours. Like, what was your process trying to figure out? Like, did you really research these people, like, and shit? Or are you just like, whatever I know is what it is?
Yeah, definitely. I think like, I mean, I will say, like, it takes a long time to get good at anything, but it definitely, writing roast jokes is like a different kind of muscle. And I think it made me a stronger stand-up writer too, just because like you have to like really utilize like word economy and like shaving off the fat of the jokes and
Right.
like learning how to do that and like getting good at that takes like, it took me like a long time. But I think like, yeah, I'll definitely look at the information and then like I kind of break it down. You really want to know like my like actual
100%.
Yes,
Yes.
we do.
I
We
break
want
it
to know.
I break it down with like a like the setup. Like if the setup is like
You could use us if you need to, absolutely.
I don't know. Give me like a setup, like something that you'd want to write a joke about, like
Bianca.
like she loves alcoholic beverages.
Okay, there
right?
we go. Yeah.
And then I'll change the who, what, where, when, why of the joke. So like changing the why of why she likes making alcoholic beverages. It's like I don't know, cause
It's actually
her
smart.
daddy liked to drink, whatever.
Yeah,
You know
yeah.
what I mean? Like you would go like down the line and then like changing like the like, okay, like what about when? What if you changed like when this person did it? Would that make the joke funny? Like just like like most of the time it's like I'll change the why something happens.
Ooh, I love that.
Because then you're always like,
Mhm.
people always will make assumptions, and then if you like talk about the unspoken thing, right? So it's like, you know, yeah, I don't know why I love like changing like, I guess like that's called like an assumption joke, right? Like
Right.
if you're making an assumption, like you assume that she's a bartender, but then if you change the assumption to something else, it's like, oh, like the surprise factor is like what is funny
Yes,
about it,
That's like
Mhm.
that punch.
right? I like had to like study. I felt like very mathematical in like my studying of like comedy to get better at it. Like I was just kind of like, okay, I'm gonna do this a million times, and then eventually it just becomes like second nature.
Right.
You know
What's
what I
your
mean?
best
Then it
roast
becomes
line?
faster.
That's a great question.
Oh.
Like the best roast joke I've ever
Like, do you,
written.
do
How
you
did you
remember one
win?
that like hit hard? Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, so my like kind of like roast battle journey was like I got asked to be part of a tournament, and then the winner of the tournament got to take on the roast battle champion, who was Omid Singh at the time.
He's so good.
He's so good.
God, he's fucking solid.
And then so yeah, I kind of just kept moving through the tiers of that tournament, and I kept winning. I don't know how, honestly. I just wrote a lot because I really, really wanted to be able to challenge Omid for like the belt, you know?
Right.
So then I wrote like a lot, and then I kind of moved through the tiers of the tournament. I won the tournament, and then I got to battle Omid. I beat Omid, and then after that, like once you have the main event belts, then they just like send people to you where they're
Right,
like,
for
hey,
sure.
hey, do you want to battle this person? And I felt like a lot of pressure. Like every single time they would ask me, I'd be like,
Like, can I
okay,
chill? I just got this fucking belt. It's
right?
Like, yeah.
It was actually really funny. The second that I got off stage battling on me, they're like, okay, you want to battle Sarah Keller? And I was like, I literally
Sarah's good too.
just got off stage. But,
Right.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. You're like, all right, fuck.
Yeah.
But beating on me, like that's a fucking good one. Like, so he was obviously like in like, you know, our world or whatever, but he was definitely like a seasoned ass comic when we were starting. So being up against him already is a fucking really cool opportunity. And beating him is major because he was like the one that was like kind of like on the up and up, like really crushing the game. So that's amazing. And Sarah is really good too. She was like very involved in it as well, right?
Yeah, she
Yeah.
was. She definitely like was scheduling everyone.
Wait, what recently though? The other Sarah, whatever, I forgot her last name. Didn't you guys just have that main event too, right?
Yeah. So
Yeah.
then,
Fatimi?
Yeah, she. Yeah, I think-
Persian Sarah?
Yes.
Yeah. so then
She was in it too.
let's see. So then I beat Sarah Keller, and I kept the belt. I beat Doug Fager, and I kept the belt.
Oh wow.
And then I just, I battled Sarah Fatemi, and she won. She won in overtime.
Good for her. Yeah, I definitely watched her progress as well. Like she, you know, like I said, to be able to go up there in general, and also a note that I wanted to say about roast battle too, which I love, is yeah, you guys roast back and forth, but there are those little in betweens. You know what I'm saying? Where you're like, okay, you know, Pippi Longstocking, not meth. Like you have those little quick ones that you have to say too,
Yeah.
which I think is like for me, those are the golden moments.
Yeah.
where you hit that little thing before the joke.
The little pun jokes.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So
Exactly.
what was your best line though?
Ooh.
What how did you win?
How would I win? Who against?
Maybe
who?
Omid. That's a good one.
Against Omid.
Against Omid. Let me think back. It was.
That is a throwback one.
It was something about like he got blown by a camel or something.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
yeah,
What's his
I-
background
yes.
again? Omid is. What's his background? I forgot.
Oh, Omid.
Put it together. Yeah. Exactly.
I don't want to mess it up now. I did a lot of research about it.
Or you could
too,
do like
previously.
the more recent ones because that one's like your first. Like
Yeah.
I'm sure you had some punches with Sarah though.
Sarah Fatemi?
Yeah.
I think my favorite joke I wrote about Sarah Fatemi was I said she looked like a hot girl that drowned like 3 days ago. And I said like
I'm actually dying right now.
I said like she doesn't do coke. Like the only thing that goes near her nose is her mustache.
Yeah.
Oh.
I just like,
Version. Yep. There you go.
which is actually
That's
funny
actually
because
good. That's a really good one. I have to say.
it was funny because I battled her years and years and years ago, and that was like one of the jokes I had down that I had written down from like I was like, oh, let me pull up my old jokes that I wrote about her.
Wait, do you remember one that she got you? That you're like, damn, that's a zinger.
Oh, she said like my tits were downers or something. And I was like,
Yes.
You know, it's
and I laughed.
They're very
I left
pushy.
afterwards. I was like, I have great tits though.
She's in the mirror. She's like,
you know, I'm sure right now though, maybe a couple of years ago this may have been truer, but are people kind of afraid to do roast if they might like offend somebody? Because a lot of these, like you're going for somebody's, slights against somebody's ethnicity, their weight,
Yeah.
all that kind of stuff, and that's, comedy is not for the easily offended, as, we all say, but I would feel that maybe a lot of comics were you kind of worried sometimes when you were writing different roasts? Like, oh, is this going to get me canceled? Is the wrong person going to hear this?
I like that you asked that because I honestly was thinking the same thing. I'm like, how does she do it? Because I feel like I'd be too scared that I'm going to be like too
I
offensive.
think they want you to
Yeah.
go.
Yeah.
Because if Jeff Ross is the roast master and he holds nothing back, like, so I think that's the whole thing. You got to be ready, like, obviously, to really go there because there are some things where I'm like, oh, bitch, like they really went there, but
yeah, and
I'm sure you were prepared, like mentally, bring it, dude.
and you just have to be open to it. But we see, we've done some research on you, and we see you've had a lot of writing experience, semi-notably in the form of over 2,500 tweets in the last 6 years.
You go, are you afraid of being canceled? Because we did bring up some old tweets.
We know everything.
There was one tweet that stuck out
Yeah, let's do.
to me. Trump's relationship from 2017.
Okay.
So in the midst of his presidency, Trump's relationship with his staff is a lot like my dating life. Nobody disrespects themselves enough to stay very long. Do you remember who this was inspired by?
Oh, damn.
Who this was inspired by?
Call him out.
I mean, I obviously read something about his staff leaving. I don't know.
But what ex? What man or woman are you speaking of?
I mean, I
Like, so
think.
there was Daisy, there was Billy.
Yeah,
there was-
yeah. Which one are we talking?
Yeah, for sure.
No, I think it's so. Okay, I think the environment in which comedy breeds is one is an environment of drinking, alcohol, partying, making everybody laugh around you, but like it's like I don't know, it has its darkness, right? I think it's so easy to like slip into that like party time, especially when you're like doing comedy in your 20s.
Oh, yeah.
So I think for like the longest time, I don't know if comedy had an influence on it, but I was definitely not like a great person.
There it is.
Surprise, surprise.
There it is.
Tell us more.
Yeah, I don't know. Just like not really caring about how other people are feeling as much
Yep.
as you could. It's
That's
just
why you
like,
survived.
Well, it seems like you do care about people now because we did, other research, and you're in a very public relationship
Yeah.
with a fellow comic.
yeah.
And also, I I'm a newer comedian, and sometimes I swear I've had a couple of instances with, male comics. I'll be like maybe flirting with them, and then like the first thing out of them, I don't date female comics. It's like, no one is trying to date you, bro. Really? Okay, nobody's trying to date you, okay?
We love Justin, though. Shout out to Justin. We love you so much.
Now, so how did all this transpire with you, getting together with a male comic? How is it going? Do you, what is that like?
Are you breaking up?
Actually, if you're into it, yeah, I will. No, I'm just kidding.
Don't ask me twice.
If you're trying to date me, I will make a phone call. No. Hold on.
Yeah.
No, I think I was never very good at dating. I was never very good at knowing what to look for in somebody. I think I was just more kind of just blinded by the lust part of dating. You know what I mean? And I was right.
That's why I'm celibate right now. I'm trying this out.
Yeah.
Simone can't even help but to chuckle because we're like, we would have a cocktail. We know.
We know.
You know what I
We
mean?
do.
It's I didn't realize that you could practice mindfulness around also dating.
Really?
Oh, yeah, I could think about this.
Right.
I would just get so caught up in oh my God, this beautiful woman wants to kiss me, and no, she is an alcoholic, but it's fine.
But she loves me.
Yeah,
so
exactly. She
Practice
likes
this
drinking
more.
at noon, but whatever.
Right. But you got a good one though.
Yeah.
He's a really good guy, and he's actually really funny too. I feel like it helps if they are good and they take their craft seriously.
Yeah.
Also, we were going to discuss as well when people say male comics, female comics. Do you agree that that stigma is so fucking we're all comics?
It's weird.
Why is that such a fucking thing?
It's weird, right?
My favorite female comic, my film. No, what? We're all in one circle. I never do this one and that one. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Which, by the way, do you have your top? I don't know.
Yeah, my favorite female comic would definitely have to be.
Yeah. But overall, in general, who are your inspirations, if you will, or that you like to watch?
My favorite comedians of all time?
Yeah.
Patrice O'Neal.
Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah.
That's it. It's an easy one, right?
Yeah, that is easy. And that
Easy
makes
one.
so much
How about
sense. Oh my God. Of all time is kind of hard because it's I like old school and I like new school. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I like all different waves. Newer age-wise, I really, really like, and I'm nothing like him because I'm not as smart. John Mulaney, I love his writing. I love the way his shtick is. He's so witty. He's so smart. Love him to death. I'm not a dry comic, but I also do love Sarah Silverman. I like that style. I like where she can just stand there and just not have to do, because I'm more of an act out, but the fact that she can stand there with no bells and whistles, I admire that so much.
Yeah.
Same with Ali Wong. She calls everybody out. She doesn't give a fuck. But I'm also a Richard Pryor, Steve Martin, obviously Jim Carrey girl. We have the same birthday, so I have that kinship with that as well. But of all time, that's really hard. I'm very, very big on Wanda Sykes. She is she's inspired me before I even wanted to be a comedian. I was like, this bitch is funny.
She's hilarious.
She's amazing.
Yeah.
I love
So
Wanda
funny.
Sykes. So that can probably be my top, if that.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I like George Carlin.
Oh, that's such your vibe, right?
Yeah. And I like a lot of the newer comics. I do really like Nikki Glaser. Sometimes when I listen to her though, it's hard because I'm like, oh my God, I kind of wrote a joke like that. I better not say it now.
That's
you
a
know?
thing too.
So that's why I don't like to watch a lot of comedy because it's I don't want
That's a
to
good point.
feel like I'm getting something through osmosis,
Yeah.
and oh shit, they actually already said that, or they're going, I just.
It's
Especially because they had it
discouraging.
first. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
Have you ever written a bit and you're like, I feel like this has been done.
Oh yeah.
Right.
But I love it. But maybe it hasn't. Maybe.
Yeah, it's
But it's
you
your
don't,
way,
you don't
yeah.
know. I can't. One thing that I keep on hearing male comics say, especially if they're young and good looking, and I've heard this from multiple male comedians, and I've seen it on reels, male comics. I know I look like you don't know who my dad is.
Oh God,
Wait,
yeah.
what?
That is, I have heard that line, like a white guy is super preppy, but I know what I look like. I know I look like you don't know who my father is.
Oh.
And I have heard that multiple times now. So it's let it go. And then in my own, I kind of have a line like that in my comedy. I say, I know I look like I'm Russian. until I open my mouth.
Yeah.
But that works for me because that's
'Cause
so
it's you.
singular. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? So
You know which one I've heard in my early days all the time? Oh, I'm on this new dating app. It's called Uber. Like,
yeah,
okay,
yeah.
you know?
Yeah,
Aaron, we'll make out when the episode is done. I was kidding. Literally. Are we okay, Aaron?
So
I'm on this new app called Citizens app.
Oh, yes.
See that?
Yes.
There we go. That's a good one.
but speaking of dating and
It's like,
everything,
man molests woman in the park. I'm on my way to the park. What's
Yeah.
that? What? Ew, what?
It must be experienced.
Why?
Yeah. Clearly, he knows what he's doing. If I don't almost died.
That's a Dom ass daddy. Oh my
Yeah.
god. Oh my god. I'm so sorry.
you're
What I just said does not reflect the opinions of this podcast.
Yeah.
so you're fluid.
Gender or sexual?
Hey.
Where are we?
Gender. I mean, gender. What? You know, this is such a hard line to cross. You know,
She doesn't want to
Isn't
say
it
the
so
right.
interesting?
Yeah.
I said the wrong pronoun the other day, and I was like, "Oh shit, I didn't mean to," and I really didn't. You know, but it's hard. It's hard. It's difficult, right? Especially when you're from Alabama. But
You're canceled. Just kidding.
oh come on. You're in a throuple.
More
Are
or less.
you?
Well, I
You know?
well, you never know. I just feel like sometimes you can't, you know, when people are just so close all the time, it's like it's gonna end up being that way. You know what I mean? And that's why it's hard for me, especially when I am with you guys. I literally am like flirting with all of them, and I'm just like, is that cool? And she's like, yeah. And then it's just like, but is it though? So should I go there? Like, you know what I mean? Like, how can you juggle that without somebody getting upset? Like, is it really true that like nobody really cares, or like, is it like a big deal? Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
there's no jealousy there?
You're hitting on me. And
Again. Like, is it happening or not? Like, I need to know.
when are we?
Blink twice.
You didn't need to bring me on here. The answer is yes. No. No, I think like, yeah, when I met Justin, like, it was just like, we were really good friends, and like, I was doing a lot of work on myself. And then like, all of a sudden, like one day I was like, ew, are you like hot? Like I had never like noticed it before. Like
I know that
you know what
feeling.
I mean?
Yeah.
You know, like when you're like friends with someone for years, and then like
You're
you
like,
love yourself one day, and you're like, ew, now I like am attracted to people that love themselves, and it's like weird. You know?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
For sure,
yeah.
for sure.
you're like, oh, I'm just like all of a sudden I'm attracted to like healthy people. That's gross and weird. No, so it was like, you know, so we were like we built a strong foundation, obviously through friendship, and then started dating, and that's beautiful and lovely. But I think like, you know, something just kind of like happened one day. We're like, okay, here's the thing.
Listen.
Here's like the problematic part of it for me.
Right.
Is because when I was single, I'm as a openly queer person, I would always hate the women on like dating apps that would like be like, oh yeah, like they're like super hot, and you buy the photo and then you click and like their profile's like, me and my boyfriend are looking for someone to play with, and I'm like, ew, like I'm like gonna fucking.
Isn't that what Field is for though?
Right? I've heard. So I've heard.
Field.
So I've heard.
Don't waste my
But-
fucking time.
Yeah, so I've heard, but I mean, this was years ago that I was on dating, and then I was like,
Bet you
you're
it's
like,
more.
you're like the problem, you know, like you're like the
Right.
problem with like bisexual women, that you're like doing it for like a man's attention.
Ooh.
And now the women I hook up with are doing it for my boyfriend's attention, and
Fuck you, Justin.
no, I'm just kidding. But like, so obviously, like, we're not on like dating apps or anything, but like something kind of just like happened one day where we were like out, and there was like I said, comedy breeds partying, man.
Sure does, sweetie.
Free love, baby. And I think like one day, like something just kind of like happened. Like me and Justin started calling them like sexually charged evenings, where like women would be like hitting on me, and like he would be like fine with it, and like we just started talking, and I was just like, you know, like. I was like, I've never been the kind of person, the kind of like bisexual, pansexual, whatever you want to call me. I don't care. I've dated men and women. I've never been the kind of person that is like, oh, but like, I'm never going to be okay with just one person. Like, that's not me. That's fine if like that is you. Like, you know, you're never going to be content with just one gender. Like, that's cool. It's just not me.
Right.
And like one day, like, so it was never that, but it was just kind of like that seems like something super fun. And then Justin was like, if you want to explore that and I get to see it, like go for it.
But is it
And
one
like,
of those where it's like I have to be there type shit, or does it
I mean,
like for him, his perspective?
I mean, yeah, probably. Like,
Shit, sorry, dude, shit comes out. I didn't mean to put you on the spot there.
unless we want to go to the bathroom, which
Yeah,
isn't.
You know,
well, you know.
You brought something up that that triggered a memory I had. It was last year, and I was on Hinge, and I was like, you know what? Why don't I switch it to men and women and just see what
Nice.
happens,
100%.
right? Let's just see.
I've done it.
Let's
Totally
just
forgot.
see what happens.
She's like, I'll just go fuck myself.
You know,
I guess not you, Kelsey, you know?
And so I matched with like this, like, y'all. I matched with like this rich, like CEO of some company
Nice.
on the
By the way,
west
never
side.
happens. Okay.
Hot.
Super hot, like in her Hinge photos, right? You know what she wanted to do our first date? She wanted to go to We Spa, a Korean spa, and I was just like, oh wait, hold on, sis,
You paying?
are we gonna be naked? And she's like, haha, yeah, and I'm like, this is worse than a man. You literally want me to take my clothes off.
On the first
And
That's
there's
hilarious.
and there's no food involved.
There's no food.
There's no food
I'll get a fucking steak
involved.
dinner.
I'm like,
So
there's
what?
nothing. You just want me to immediately strip
Sure.
down,
Is
and I'm
there
like
cocktails?
shaving my legs and like
This
the
girl
Korean
just wants dinner.
spa. Like,
Are you bringing a
no,
joint?
I'm shaving my
or
puss in front of you at the Korean
doing
spa. Like, no,
mushrooms?
no,
Shaving
no,
my
I'm
puss.
good.
Wait, hold on, dumb. What is We Spa?
Wait,
Why are you shaving your puss at We Spa?
Well, you just because you.
I
It's
thought
like
there
a
is food at We Spa.
There is, but it's shitty food.
You're saying
I'm not gonna.
you're saying you shave your puss because you're going to the spa.
No.
Oh.
At the spa, there's like a station. It's like a shower, and you like shave your whole body and do like this whole cleanse thing.
Did she do it for you?
Simone, I never
never
went out with her,
been.
but
Let's
Simone,
go.
we're
Go
gonna
to the spa,
go.
dude.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we're all
yeah,
gonna go to
yeah.
the spa.
You can stay overnight.
Yeah.
Wait, okay.
Okay,
No, it's
slut.
just 24
Just
hours. It's
I
just
have
24.
more questions.
But at
We
any
spa sponsor us.
rate, I kind of felt
Sounds
like
very
how men feel, because when I went on her Instagram, this bitch chose her best photos for the Hinge, and
how do you
I was
tell?
like, I never went out with her because I just was too creeped out. I was too creeped out.
Here's your chance. Shoot your shot.
I
Wait, hold on. Is
tried.
there a shaving station? And I have so many questions.
Okay, so We Spa, like you go eat. It's a Korean,
People
traditional
just
Korean spa.
watch you shave
So you go just so basically what you do is you get in there and you strip off your clothes, and there's like 50 women in there too, right? We're all butt ass naked, and you're all ages. I mean, you're probably like from 18 to like 80, 80, and you
see some ideas.
shower, and then there's like a cold plunge, a hot plunge, and like there's like a steam sauna and a hot sauna,
And
right?
here is the razor. Yeah.
I was gonna
And
say,
then-
don't lift
and
up
then-
your arm too high, Mimi.
And then at the end of it, I'm fine. And then at the end of it, and then like at the end of the We Spa experience, after you there's like a station then where you can kind of like wash your hair, and there's like there's like these stools, and you can sit down, and it's really just relaxing, just like shave your whole body. And yeah, you may be sitting beside your best friend, your roommate, or whatever, but it's not sexual. It's like a traditional Korean thing.
Oh.
Okay, I feel like this shaving thing is all in your head, and she just wanted to like get a massage.
No,
And,
she wanted to be. No.
She goes, I
wanted
just
to be
like saunas.
Your Bama showing.
Right. No, she wanted to be naked with me.
I love how you say naked.
Your
I'm
Bama
sorry.
showing.
Naked. Naked.
Naked.
What's wrong with it? You're saying
Father.
You're saying tournament.
Feather.
Isn't that how it's said? Tournament?
Tournament.
Tournament.
Oh shit.
Tournament.
Tournament. I think I do both.
Tournament.
I think you say tournament.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
that's
say-
how I
Torment
say
it.
I say
Tournament?
and I say naked.
You do say naked.
Naked.
I love her
shower.
accent. It turns me on.
I love
Crying.
it.
Naked at
that's
any
fair.
rate. God.
Kiss, 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 kiss,
Gosh,
kiss, kiss,
don't
kiss.
you dare.
Oh, guys, I'm
Actually,
innocent.
this is actually a great
You're
segue
innocent.
to our favorite segment.
That's the best
being
thing you said to
naked.
me.
Wait, what'd you say?
I'm innocent.
Oh,
I have
all right.
so many. I have so many more questions, but I'm just
the
gonna
biggest
be.
lie I've ever
Eric,
heard
go down
come
to
out of
me.
Mimi's mouth.
No, but
I'm just an angel in my
We do
closet.
have
You
a
look like an
segment
angel, it's
on
fine.
here that is a perfect segment for that. Mimi will do the honors.
Yes.
It's time for Fuck, Marry, Kill.
It's time for Fuck, Marry, Kill. Let's go.
Somebody trying to come in here.
Oh, well,
Okay.
thank you.
I know you'll protect us with your muscles,
Oh.
Shane.
You asked me a question, and I have ADHD, so I forgot to respond.
We all have ADHD.
And-
None of us
all
at the
do.
beginning of the episode.
Yeah.
When you asked me how I was doing, I'm doing great. No.
Shout out neurodivergent shotties.
Oh, yes, yes. But anyways, we're not in a throuple, but we definitely like spend time with women that want to spend time with us, and we're definitely open to the idea of a throuple, which is super cool because I would absolutely love to be in like, I don't know, it's not a monogamous relationship, but it's like, you know, just 3 people that are only with 3 people. Like I love that idea so much, and we're definitely like open to it if the right person.
Because what I feel like
Simone,
Justin
go on
seems
dates,
so down,
see?
but in my head I was like,
Go on dates?
are you? Like, because I would always, because I love Justin to death, I really do.
Yeah.
But I would always cater to Kelsey because A, we have history, B, you know, hi, how are you? Her name is Kelsey, she's gorgeous. And we definitely do have a chemistry, in a way, chemistry. But I don't know, I always felt like that he was just like really cool, but I was like, but are you? Like, you know, but he was always a very sweet, but Justin, you will not be present for this one because I got plans for this, I'll tell you right now. Yeah, just make sure you stretch this time because you're growing.
All right, can I shave you?
Please do. I actually came unshaven. I actually have a razor present.
Okay, I just like to shave.
Aaron, do you mind? But Aaron, only I
think he
can
minds.
hook up with other people, not you. So back to fuck, marry, kill. Aaron, fuck. I was kidding. Anyways, so it's based off of if you don't know Kelsey, she's not wearing it today, but she is a flannel queen. Always has a
queen.
different flannel. She's not wearing it today, but we're basing it off of that.
So I've got 3 for our fuck, marry, kill today. Al from Home Improvement,
Flannel King.
As fuck.
Kurt Cobain,
Prince of Flannel. as
and
well.
Hey Arnold. The cartoon.
I'm gonna
Who
need
doesn't
you
want
to,
a
I need
fucking
you to pull up a
animator?
photo.
Okay, Bianca.
Hey Arnold?
You want
Are
to?
you-
Okay. Yeah, so I don't know who the home improvement guy is, so he's dead, killed automatically.
He's dead.
Damn. Okay, fuck Kurt Cobain because it's Kurt Cobain, and marry Hey Arnold because he seems like he's got some husband vibes.
He's a nice
He
kid.
seems like he's got husband vibes. I feel like he'll take care of me. We'll live at his grandparents' house. Like it's chill.
Right. Yeah. Also, is this problematic because Hey Arnold is younger? But if it's animated, is it okay?
You know what? But I was younger when I first,
Okay.
met
Fair.
him. Like I was younger than him, technically, when I
Yeah.
started watching him. So I'm just doing like the Benjamin Button thing. It's
All
fine.
right. I respect that.
Okay.
Babies are always weird.
This podcast does
know.
not endorse fucking kids.
Sorry.
We do not
I
endorse
said marry. I
pedophilia.
never said I was gonna physically touch him. It can just be
then
an
I'm
emotional
definitely gonna get
relationship.
canceled.
That's true. If you have a husband, you probably aren't touching him much.
Exactly.
Hell yeah.
Okay, I would kill Hey Arnold simply because I've never watched the cartoons.
Fucking iconic.
What?
It is psychotic. I know.
No,
I'm just-
it's iconic.
oh, iconic. Oh,
Hey
Hey
Arnold.
Arnold. Well, it's also psychotic
No, I
that
think
I don't
that's
really watch.
psychotic. that
Dude,
you
his
never
room is so
watched it.
badass. Okay, sorry.
All right, I'm gonna have to Google this when I get home. I guess and
Okay,
diddle myself to Hey Arnold. I don't fucking
Hey.
know. Okay.
It's kind of badass.
I would fuck Kurt Cobain and have a baby by him that would still be alive today. Because have you guys seen Frances Bean?
Gorge.
She's
Oh,
beautiful.
yes.
So
Amazing.
She is.
we would have had a
Incredible.
beautiful child. Unfortunately, he would have had to fuck me when I was 6. But so we're happy that didn't happen. And
We're really
Are
going
we
down
though?
that road.
and I would, why not? And I would marry Al from Home Improvement because you know what? He just gives me that good, wholesome
That's true.
Midwest. He wearing the flannel. He's good with tools. And I feel like
Bob the Builder. There you go.
he'd have some girth on him, which
He does
I
give
love.
girth. He gives girth.
I love. Okay.
Yeah.
Simone.
It's giving girth.
So
Aaron, you know what's, before I even say this, people probably think, who is Aaron? Where is he?
I wish
One
Aaron.
day-
Aaron
Shout out
would
to
say- Aaron,
Aaron.
you know what?
Can you
Come
just like
on,
show
why don't you-
yourself? Come on.
Keep it a mystery.
Keep
Okay,
it
fine.
mystery.
Actually, no, you're right. Fuck that. No one's gonna have access to Aaron.
No, we
Yeah.
don't want them to see because then all these hoes are gonna be on his Instagram.
Yeah, fuck
Yeah,
these hoes.
yeah. Sorry, we're looking at who you
We're
follow,
gatekeeping
Aaron.
We're
Blackballed
gatekeeping Aaron.
all day.
Girl,
To be fair,
gaslight, girl
I
boss,
also
gatekeep.
Yeah, I haven't even fucked you. Anyways,
to be fair, I also don't know which one Aaron is. So
oh, you don't need to. You have your own.
I just keep looking at these people and I'm like, it could be that guy. I don't know. He doesn't, that's I'm pretty sure that's her brother.
Keep it
I
that
don't
way.
know.
He's mine.
He's mine.
Anyways,
She goes, my brother, mine.
Okay, focus. Okay, so fuck, marry, kill. So I would. Fuck, this is really hard. You know what? This is gonna sound really problematic, but I feel like I'd fuck Hey Arnold.
Because of the football head?
You know what? You could do a lot with that football head, sweetie. No,
There you go.
I feel like that'd be a great that's a graduation from butt plug to that, right?
Oh, yeah.
But also, I would fuck him because if you guys have seen Hey Arnold, his room is fucking badass. Okay,
Right.
so that's a cool room to like. I don't know, whatever.
Is it like a kid's room?
No, it's like a fucking.
It's like an
my
attic,
studio.
no?
It's like my studio in LA right now, but way cooler. Yeah, fuck Hey Arnold if you're down. Even though like I'm a stoop kid girl, like I love the stoop kid, he can get it too. Anyways, I would kill Al just because he's just too square for me and like this like handyman, like
That's why you marry him and cheat on him, duh.
once again going down fucking the children. I liked his son in the show, so if that
This
and then-
podcast does not endorse cheating.
yeah, he's right here. Does not endorse children. I'm really fucking myself, aren't I? Anyways, and I would marry Kurt Cobain because I am obsessed with his music and I love music, and I would just ideally not as a fucking heroin addict, as a person, I would just let him like play music all day and it'd be so fucking great. And fuck yeah, I would want to do drugs with him. That'd be cool.
You being a throuple.
Yeah. No, not with Courtney Love. Fuck that psycho ass bitch.
no.
Sorry.
Not her.
This podcast is not endorsing heroin.
We need you on every episode because we're like this close to getting canceled. Guys, we're actors. We're paid actors. This
God,
is
there's
all
editing.
monologue. All right. Well, that being said, Kelsey, so you make it.
Wait, I have a question. If you're gonna fuck Hey Arnold, when he goes down on you, is it gonna look like the logo from Twitter?
Whoa! Twitter.
It's
I like
hold
start
on,
like
I'm
fucking
like this.
seizing. Yeah.
It's like an X. All right.
God bless him.
Just squinting.
Something like that.
I would since I am not a pedophile,
All right, guys. Whatever. One time.
but I
Life is short,
am
whatever.
a murderer. I will go ahead and kill that child, Hey Arnold.
Oh.
Between him living a very short life
Yeah.
or me going to prison for pedophilia, sorry, you're going down. No.
Oh.
gosh.
Oh.
My God.
Yes.
I don't know, because I think just, that. Wait, hold on. Is Al the one that you only see half
No,
his
that's
face?
not the neighbor. Al's
through
like
the-
his little sidekick. He's got like the slight receding hairline, a little bit of facial
that.
hair, round face, looks very trustworthy. That's Al.
He should be killed. I'm just kidding.
Man. I was thinking the guy you only see half his face, and I was like, yeah, fuck that guy.
Yeah, right.
For sure.
Ideally.
What's
Yeah, I
happening
mean,
underneath
half
the
of your
fence?
face. That's like what it looks like when he's going down on you anyway.
Yeah.
That's all we need, sweetie. That's all we need.
You fucking through the fence. There's like a,
Yeah,
it's like
yeah, there's a
glory
glory
hole.
hole.
Oh my god.
You're like pulling splinters out of your labias.
I keep
Oh.
like just because
Maybe some people are into that. They like pain. Okay, continue, Kelsey.
Yeah, so definitely fuck that guy through the hole, and then I guess you know what? Because it's hard. Because Kurt Cobain definitely. I don't know if I want to like live with like a person who's actively using drugs, but at the same time, he has the most amount of money. So probably
point.
go ahead and marry him and stop working and just do comedy full time.
Hell yeah.
Thanks, Kurt. And then just hope that he dies on his own without the aid of anybody's hands.
Before you
And
go,
just
can
kind
you
of
just sign this document for me really quick?
Real quick.
yeah.
Oh, wait, speaking of doing comedy full time, before we wrap up, I don't know if you still do, but you have a show every other Sunday, right?
Yes.
You
I
want to
do.
tell? You want to let everybody know to fucking come through? Every
Absolutely.
other Sunday.
Yeah. We have a show. It's called The Secret Room. It's in West Hollywood, California on Sunset. And we run a show every other week right now. And come through. It's like a small, intimate space. All of the comedians are amazing and hilarious. And we start off with a musical act and then the rest of the time, comedy.
And how can everybody follow you?
Drop your socials.
Okay. If you want more information about the show, it's Secret Room Comedy on Instagram. And my Instagram is at I am Kelsey Lane. And we do not endorse heroin, pedophilia, or cheating.
Yeah.
She's like, why did I sign up for this? No, but Kelsey, you have like been like seriously one of my favorite guests. Like, time has just like gone by,
Yeah,
and like
she's killer.
the timer went
has
like
a crush
forever
on me,
ago,
dude.
and I just didn't care because you're just awesome, so entertaining. Appreciate you. Thank you, Bianca, for making another amazing cocktail.
This was
Thanks
amazing.
for having
always
me.
thank
Thanks
you
for
for
being my
being
taste
you.
tester.
And we always flick off at the
Thank
end.
you so much. We love
Miss
to
Kim
see it.
loves to see it. We'll see you next Tuesday.
See you.